Another video. First of all, I have been through gastritis from the stress caused by what happened and how I could not believe and get over how the elders were saying to me that I couldn't be on Zoom with my family. Well, they said I could, but there was a paedophile on there, so obviously I didn't want to be. And basically they said, well, you can listen on the link or you can be on the Zoom and not tell the children. The children cried about that. They were very upset. They upset children, innocent children. Really messed my head up because I stuck to that religion. I stuck to the Jehovah's Witnesses through a lot of crap, and now I am out of it. I'm happy to be free of it, but to be quite honest, I am on the highest dose you can be of citalopram. I'm on the highest dose you can be in the UK, and which is 40 milligrams. And because I'm what I'm like, sometimes I forget to take them and stuff. And I'm also on a omeprazole, which is 2 tablets a day. I don't know what they are, but it's a fair old bit of omeprazole. I still feel sick and things like that, and anxiety starting to kick in. I think the anger of what's happened is starting to subside. And depression's kicking in a little bit over the last couple of days, I suppose. So yeah, just even though I seem happy sometimes and stuff, yeah, I'm up and down. It's a bit mad, this whole thing. But anyway, I don't even know. But with depression, you don't know why you're depressed, so I'm not really like that sad. I'm just feeling like, just feel down. Anyway, got a phone call from someone who's been studying with witnesses for a long time. Goes to the hall regularly with his son. His son's got mental health problems, and the dad's disabled. Very nice couple of people, lovely. The young lad, he's got mental health issues. He must be about 20 something, but he's really funny, ever so loving. He's just a funny lad, and I got a phone call from him saying, can I have windows cleaned? He did it before. I don't know if you put this in the books. I said no. He said, well, if you could do that, so I can have you regularly. He said, but before all that, he said, have I got the right person? Is this Brian, who used to come to the Kingdom Hall? Now I don't know if he knows I'm no longer a witness, but I'm guessing he knows because it was announced and people will be talking about it, or maybe they won't. I don't know. But anyway, hopefully I can talk to them, and once they, I can't say too much, to be honest. Like other people, I've told them what happened. Like, I'm not really going to tell these people because poor old Johnny, he's young. And if I don't want to upset, to say things, there's things that you don't tell someone in that with mental health. You just don't tell them that sort of thing. So yeah, I'll probably just do their windows, and if the dad asks questions, I might just say some bits to him. I don't know, maybe not. Just be careful with those. Anyway, well, I don't think it would help because a lot of people know what's happened, but they've stayed in it. Even though they don't agree with it, they don't agree with the organisation, but they're staying in it, and I honestly can't understand it because you're like half in, half out. Another little point before I forget, I watched a video of someone car crashing, and it was a young woman talking to these two elderly blokes. One was an elder. I'm guessing he was an elder from the way he was acting, and the other one didn't seem to want to talk, especially when she started making real sense and he could start seeing it, and he didn't like it. He got up and started, pacing. The other one sat there, and he said, he said to the girl, shame on you, you. Oh no, that was another video. Yeah, there was one he got to walk out because you could see he was making sense. That was it. And then there was another video where she went up to the cart. The man got very irate, packed up the cart, and off he went. But he said to her, "Shame on you for not showing respect to elder people. You're young. You've read the Bible for so long, and here I have 150 years of Bible study. And I thought, no, you haven't got 150 years of Bible study, because you get it wrong. That means you start over again. So the theory on where the planets came from scientists, I watched a BBC documentary about planets. I watched 2 episodes, and it was about an hour and a half of viewing this documentary, so an episode and a half. And halfway through it said, and then we found out that this planet did this, which proves that what we believed, how the planets were created, was not true. I'm thinking, so why for an hour and a half have you been going about how the planet's created, but then it's not true? Anyway, it takes you back to square one, basically. It takes you back to the basics. And it's the same with the governing body and their Bible things. I mean, it's just ridiculous. They changed the basics like so much. It's ridiculous. But it's like the generation thing, the more recent one. I don't know how long ago it was, but to me it seems very recent. I know it's been a while before that video came out, and he's trying to explain it all. And at the time, I was a witness, and it was always in the back of my mind. And I would think, I said to my wife, it's like they're clutching at straws, you know. They're trying to get people to stay in the truth. Oh, it wasn't that. We'll change it a bit. Oh, it wasn't that. We'll change it a bit. And it's like you can get to the point. And I said to my wife, you know, they're going to get to the point where they can't change it no more, and that's it. Game over. It's just stupid. It's absolutely stupid. I know the elders will be spreading lies about me. I'll tell people, if I could still speak to people in the truth and they'd listen to me, I'd tell them what happened. They wouldn't believe it, and they'd say no way. And the elders would say, well, we did try, we did get in contact regularly, and we did do all these, and they lie. They absolutely blooming lie. They are liars. They said they would visit my friend every fortnight, and they just they were not. It's a lie. It's a big fat lie. Anyway, I found this old piece of crap literature. The Way of Happiness. I found it in my desk. It's got some holes in it. It obviously must have been stapled in something. It's got loads of blue wax dripping down it. Maybe it shouldn't be wax, it should be poo or urine. That's what it deserves. The Way of Happiness. Finding the way. Contentment and generosity. Physical health and resilience. Love, forgiveness, purpose in life, hope, learn more. Finding the way. Well, first of all, my views to that first thing that comes to mind is the fact that when they start a Bible study, they hide things from you. They progressively drop these things. They don't tell people straight away, oh, by the way, you're not going to do Christmas and birthdays and the blood. They tell you all these other things, and then they slowly drip feed the harsher things. They are the harsher things, but seem right to them. So they're brainwashing in a progressive way. Because if I told you it all at once and the truth, you'd be shocked and wouldn't bother. Nobody would, I don't think. Although they do get people at the right time when they're feeling down. So it's like people find a relationship with God, and then they sort of use that. Like mine, we lost people in the family and stuff, and I was with them when they died, and they come around at the right time, basically, to try and catch me, and they did. But the Church of England didn't help, because we were going to Church of England before we joined Jehovah's Witnesses. We were going there about a year. I was getting fed up with their contradictions and hypocrisy. And the funny thing was, I when I joined the Jehovah's Witnesses, I was saying to people, it's not like the church, the church, the people used to do this in church, and they used to do this in church, and they used to do that, and they weren't really bad things, but they were things that Jesus wouldn't do. So it used to pee me off. You get dressed up on a Sunday, go down to church and everything, and people wouldn't be doing what Jesus taught. I thought, that's just a basic thing. You're being rude and you're not being caring. And I didn't like that. And then, of course, when I became a witness, it was far worse than just not doing the things that Jesus taught. It was going against what Jesus taught. It's just so wrong. And in the end, I found I couldn't really argue with people in the world in the end, as they're called. When you're a Jehovah's Witness, they're people in the world, apart from the organisation. But yeah, finding the way. So yeah, the way they deceive you, and trick you. That comes to mind. Contentment and generosity. I would say they're generous people. Yeah, some people are really generous and keep it quiet and on the low down, and some people don't. Yeah, they're generous to an extent. I think you'll generally find someone will do things out of their way for you, and sometimes it can be because they're assigned to do that. And some things might seem like a really big thing to you, but aren't actually that big to them. So yeah, there's an old lady driving down my road. She's looking all around. I don't know what she's looking for. It'd be funny in the video if I just took the camera now and went out to chat with her and just, what are you looking for? Oh, I was just doing a video and I noticed you. I've just left JW.escape. Anyway, back to the video. So finding the way, contentment, generosity, contentment. Well, contentment, I think it's a fake contentment, really, isn't it? Building up with the songs, happy, happy, joy, joy. It's all fake, you know it, because when the CEO comes, your circuit overseer comes, you got fake week, what I called fake week, and I used to hate it. Everyone was fake, and I used to just back off from the circuit overseer, and then you'd think I wasn't spiritual or whatever. It's just not. I'm not a bumlicker like the rest of them. 6, physical health and resilience. Well, physical health, I first started getting depression with something that happened in the organisation. I was a Jehovah's Witness. Depression kicked in. I've been through a hell of a lot before I was a Jehovah's Witness, and I thought I was happy in the Jehovah's organisation, but it's not Jehovah's organisation, by the way. That's what they call it. That poor lady looks old. I want to go and help her and ask her what she's looking for. I'll wait to see if she comes this way and ask her. She's getting close to her number, I think. Bless her. So physical health, yeah, not good for me. Not good for me at all. Since I've left, I felt better, but still getting over it. But gradually, I'm getting better. I think the tablets and depression are kicking me down. Once I can get over this I can get off the tablets and get back to normal life. It would be pretty cool. And as for Jehovah looking after us, well, they say Jehovah looks after you in the truth. I'm not. If I say things and it sounds like I'm still in the truth or mentally in, I am not. It's just this old ways creep in, like calling it the truth. I hate it. I hate these little things. But I'll get rid of them because of the truth. When I say the truth, that's starting to. I'm catching that before, a bit like I was trying to stop swearing when I first started. Now I'm swearing and trying not to speak nicely of Jehovah's Witnesses. Jehovah's Witnesses. What do they witness? I don't rubbish. So yeah, they say that Jehovah gives you jobs. Oh, isn't that good? You got another job. Oh, it's Jehovah looking after you. That is. Oh, that's Jehovah. No, it's not. We've come out. I've got more time for work, more time for my children. We're happier. We're better off. And it's just like I've got jobs coming in left, right, and centre. From you make friends in the world, and the network is so much bigger. There was a point when I was thinking back a couple of years ago, maybe I started thinking, I don't know if I want to. It's getting on my nerves. I'm not enjoying it, and of course, you think, oh, if I leave, I'm going to lose all this work. But it comes to the point where you think, I'm not bothered anyway. And then the work comes in, and it comes in like, oh, it's mad. To the point where you can turn jobs down. Because they'll be thinking, oh, they've left the truth, they're going to suffer. No. Physical health and resilience. Love. Well, I think there's a fake love. And some people do love in the truth, but they're and there we go with the truth again. I'm going to beep this out. Beep. Some people in the beep are, some people are genuine and some people are not. I find that a lot who think they're genuine are misled and have not experienced certain things, and it can be very judgmental of people and not understand. everybody has a reason for the way they are and the way they act and the way they look. And it's not up to anybody to judge anyone. You do what you want to do. I was watching a video about, is his name, the guy from Sex Pistols, John Lydon, I don't know. See, he wouldn't. I don't think he'd be bothered. I don't know his name, you see, because he's not that sort of famous person. But I was watching videos on YouTube. It was him taking down interviewers, and the bloke was saying about his hair. You know, you look like this, and you know, you're trying to look like this. He says, no. He says, I just dress the way I want to. I don't care what people think. I don't care what anyone says about me. I'm just, it's quite interesting bloke. He's a bit brash and stuff, and maybe upsets people. But yeah, it'd be interesting to meet up with him and have a chat with him. In-depth conversation. He seems like he don't seem to like boring talks, boring chat. We don't like interviewers because they ask stupid questions. Anyway, so love is not usually genuine, I don't think. And I think the way that love is not genuine is proved in the way that when you leave by choice or without choice, or for having thoughts about, not speaking up against it or asking questions against it, they kick you out and they won't talk to you. That is not love. So end of that one. Forgiveness. Well, you've heard my other video, ministerial servant versus elder. Well, that's not the video, but that's basically what it was. I had him in the back room with another elder trying to sort it all out. The ministerial servant and the guy who had so much done wrong to him by the whole body of elders and lied about. They were accusing him of being proud when actually they were the ones being proud. He was actually shook hands and apologised and hoped he could leave it in the past, and the elder didn't. He was very angry, clenched fist, breathing heavily, angry, and chuntering out the back. So yeah, as far as forgiveness goes, the elders don't have that. Purpose in life. Well, it definitely ain't nothing to do with Jehovah's Witnesses. If you believe in a God, and like I said in my other video, if God is better than us, then we'll all be forgiven anyway. So there we go. There's your answer to that one in my mind. Hope. Yeah, whatever. I hope that there's some sort of afterlife. I hope that we carry on in some way. Who we are is not our brains. That's my hope. I like existing. I like thinking. The belief of burning in hell is quite horrific, but at the same time you think, well, you get used to the burn and the fire anyway, maybe. But the thing that's terrified me more was actually the Jehovah's Witness belief that you'd be switched off. I would want to exist in some form because I am who I am. And it's a shame for that to disappear. Even if I could re-exist as me, but not remember this time as I'm living now. I know that's a weird one to get your head around, but as long as I exist in some way, and I'm always me, and can spread what I want to pass on, love and hope, and just look after people, and I hope that can carry on in some way. And that my thoughts are there. That at least I can have some thought. So there's your hope. There's also lots of, I don't know what I believe anyway. I don't know what I believe. So yeah, don't look at what I'm saying. And when I say talk about God, I don't know. And 16, table of contents, the way of happiness. 16, learn more. No, thank you. I don't want to learn any more about Jehovah's Witnesses, apart from the truth about them, because they don't teach the truth about themselves. They can sit there and say, we're being persecuted in Russia. Isn't it so bad? All they're trying to do is do this. Well, hang on a minute. Why don't you tell people how much money you're getting sued for? Why are you not telling them that? Why do they not say, we're being persecuted by the world, this is the end, and we're being sued for this and done for this and done for that? Well, it's because you want to cover it up, because you know you've got problems. You're not willing to change it. And, I just think it's so bad. Are the governing body sitting there watching child pornography as well? Are they paedophiles as well? Why are they covering up for these people? I mean, to one extent you could say they love everybody so much no matter what they do. Well, then why are the good ones pushed out? Why are you not allowed to question it? Oh, it's just, it doesn't make sense beyond belief. And I was so blind before I was before I left, and when I was in, I'd see little videos like this of apostates, and I think they are just people who have been bad and just don't want it and don't want to serve God, and they've left Him, and they're just bitter and stuff. Well, obviously, clearly they are not. They've had something done wrong to them. With me, it was I had something done wrong to them. They upset my children, and so yeah. Sorry, I just got a message from my brother. Okay, my sister-in-law is in hospital having a little operation, which is not good. I'm sure she'll be fine. Anyway, let's take my mind off what I was saying. Uh-oh. Before apostates, bitter. I'm not bitter. I can quite happily walk past witnesses, hello, you know, all right, and whatever. But what I cannot let go is this organisation that are allowing all this child abuse to go on through their policies and everything. It's absolutely sick. There are released secret elder. They are basically secret letters because they don't show you the bloody letters. There is a secret elder's book, and they say no, it's not. Well, why am I not allowed to read it then? If it's based on the Bible, why can't I read it? It's a secret. They've got things to hide. It's as simple as that. They are liars, and they have deceived me this whole time. But I do not regret being a witness. It's been a ride. My daughter, who I was worried about being brainwashed by it still, she's now saying she wants to celebrate her birthday. So that's going to be a fun one. Thank you to all you who are subscribing and answering, and any Jehovah's Witnesses that are watching. Try and get out of your mindset that we are really bad people. We are not. We've had wrong done to us, and we've seen the injustice, and you haven't yet. Although I saw the injustice for a long time, and it weren't until it actually happened to me to my kids. I think that was the thing that kicked it off. I can't allow anything to happen to my children. You can spit in my face, and I may not retaliate, but spit in my kid's face, and I cannot help but everything in my being will attack you. So, yes, the lit carts. If they ever come back, that's going to be fun. I'm going to get going. Thank you for all those you who subscribe, and like I said, any of you people who are Jehovah's Witnesses watching, you shouldn't be watching, and don't sit there and try and preach to me and tell me that this is the right religion when you're going against your governing body, because you shouldn't be on here watching my videos. And if you've watched it this far to get this message, then just get out of it, because you're really doing the wrong thing. Naughty boys and girls. Naughties, yeah. So I'm going to go now and eat some. I'm going to eat some smoky barbecue peanuts. They're like flavoured peanuts in a right crispy shell, smoky and delicious smoky barbecue. And the weirdest thing I found with this is, I'm going to show you this packet. It's just weird, and then I'll go. Smoky barbecue, cowboy with wellies on. Why is a cowboy wearing wellies? I don't get it. Oh well. Right, so there's a strange little thing at the end of my video. Also, that little scar you can see at the top of my head, that is from when I didn't want to touch. We used to go to a school that was pretty grim in the toilets, and I didn't know we wanted to touch the handle, so we'd get our mates to stand outside and we'd say, right, open the door, and they just open the door gently, hook your foot around and open it with your foot. Well, what happened was I said open the door, and my mate thought it'd be absolutely hilarious to absolutely run up and boot the door. It was a big heavy like fire type door in a tower, because it was a building, a tower, and in the old English block. And the door handle split my head open. I went back, smacked the back of my head on the wall that was just behind me, and fell down. Got up, ran through, landed on a dinner lady, covered her in blood. Went into the first aid room, which quite thankfully was next to the toilets. And I ran in that room, and the first thing I saw was a mirror, and my face was, even though it was from here, my whole face was red, like a carry. So yeah, there's another little bit. Anyway, hope you have a good day. Enjoy what you're doing. Hope the weather's alright where you are, not too hot, not too cold. Peace out. And all you are depressed, keep your head high, listen to a bit of music that cheers you up, put on a bit of Bob Marley or something. That's what I usually do. See you later, people.